Hello students, today is April 16, 2023 and yesterday we have solved the section E questions of IB Math AA SL May 2022 paper 1 time zone 2 and today, that is April 16 that I have said, we will be solving the section B questions of the same paper IB Math AA SL May 2022 paper 1 time zone 2. That means we will be solving question number 7, question number 8 and question number 9. Okay, we'll be solving the last 3 questions of this question paper. And before we start with our today's session, and also maybe you are being able to see on this side, I have written that in case you want me to solve the questions of the November 2022 paper 1 and paper 2, the IB Math AA SL of course, then please do send to me the PDF formats of those question papers. I'll be solving them for you. I'll be explaining them in live sessions. Okay. So now today, let us now start with our today's session. Okay. Question number 7, maximum mark 15, and we are seeing that there is the graph. It's saying the following diagram shows. Hope you are being able to see the complete graph. And please do write to me if you are having any difficulty in hearing my voice, because this is a separate laptop that I'm using since yesterday. And I'm just doing the different settings that have to be done for this laptop for doing the live streaming. I'm not so very, I don't know what all settings have to be done for this laptop. So I'm gaining experience. And please to help me in this journey of setting the correct parameters. Please to write to me if you have any difficulty in hearing my voice, okay? Or in any sort of other difficulties that you are facing. You may write to me any question that you have, any doubts that you have. You can write them to me in the comment area. I'll be trying to help you as much as I can. Okay? So coming back to the question, the following diagram shows part of the graph of a quadratic function f, no doubt about the quadratic function, f being a quadratic function because the graph is a parabola. The graph of f has its vertex at 3, 4 and it passes through this point Q. And now the questions. Sapati, write down the equation of the line of symmetry or axis of symmetry. The line of symmetry or the axis of symmetry will always be passing through the vertex. And it will be having an equation x equal to the x coordinate of the vertex. Okay, because a line of symmetry, the line of symmetry or the axis of symmetry is the line which will be dividing the parabola into 2 equal halves. Okay, so if you just extend this line, you can see this is dividing the parabola into 2 symmetrical halves, the left side and the right side. Okay, so always the line of symmetry will be having an equation of the type x equal to some number, and what will be that number? It will be the x coordinate of the vertex. The line of symmetry will always be passing through the vertex of the parabola. So the equation for the line of symmetry is x equal to 3. So part B, the function can be written in the form of f of x equal to a times x minus h whole square plus k. This is the vertex form of a quadratic function where h comma k are the coordinates of the vertex, and we are seeing the coordinates of the vertex are 3, 4. So h is equal to, let me not write it over here. The I says it. There is a question asking for the h and k values. So let me answer give the h and k values over here. So h will be the x coordinate of the vertex, which is 3. And k will be the y coordinate of the vertex, which is 4. Okay. This was subpart B, subpart I of subpart B. Now coming to subpart I of subpart B, it says point Q has coordinates 5, 12. This is the point Q. This is the point Q, and it is having the coordinates 5, 12. Okay. Find the value of A. A is this. We know H, we know K, we have to find A. So find, we will be, since the point Q is on this function graph, this point will be satisfying this expression or this equation. Y value is 12. Y is what? F of x. So we can write, in place of f of x, we can write 12 is equal to, we do not know the value of A, we have to find the value of A, and x is 5. Okay. It is 5 minus h is 3. Whole square plus k, k is 4. 5 minus 3 is 2, 2 squared is 4a. 2 squared is 4, times by a is 4a, and 12 minus 4 will be 8. So it is 8 equal to 4a, or a equal to 8 over 4, which gives us the a value as 2. I'm having space over here, all the subparts, but I'm writing as much as I can. I write the answers with the question so that it is visible. Both are visible simultaneously, both the question and the answer. Now coming to the subpart C, before that, the question, there is one line written. The line L is a tangent to the graph of F at Q. Tangent is a straight line, and in order, the subpart C says find the equation of L. Tangent is a straight line, as I have said just now, and get the equation of any straight line, we need two things. One is the gradient of the straight line, and another is one of the points through which the straight line passes. And since the line L is tangent to the graph of F at Q, and we know the coordinates of the point Q, they are 5, 12. So we know one of the points through which the line L passes. The other point, the other information that we have to get is the gradient of the line L. And how to get the gradient of the line L? By differentiating the function expression. We need to get f dash x, and we will be getting the numerical value of the gradient expression by putting x equal to 5, because we need the gradient at x equal to 5. Okay, so first of all, let us write the function expression over here. f of x equal to a is equal to 2, x minus h is equal to 3 square plus a is equal to 4. Okay, so f dash, okay, first of all, let me write f dash x. I don't know whether I'll be able to complete it, the whole thing over here. Let me try. F dash x is equal to 2 is the coefficient, it has to be written first. Then comes the power. The power will be coming down. It is 2 times 2. Then the expression will be getting raised to the power reduced by 1. So it is 2 minus 1. And plus 4. 4 is a constant whose derivative will be equal to 0. So this is equal to 4x minus 3. Okay. And what is x? X is 5. So definitely will not be able to. Let us try it. Let us try. F dash 5 is equal to 4 times 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. 4 times 2 is equal to 8. So we have got the gradient. We have got the point. So let us try to write the equation of it is y minus y1 y minus y1. Y1 is what? 12. Equal to n is 8. X minus x1. X1 is 5. You can use the equation y equals ms plus c. N will be equal to 8 and then you have to find the value of c. Okay. I have shown that many times in my previous solving of previous past papers. I have shown how to get the equation of the tangent line or the normal line in both the ways. Over here, I am showing it in one of the ways, that is y minus y1 equal to m times x minus x1. That is what I have taken over here. And it is, now I have down, I don't have any other option. This is over here. This one is subpart C. It is y minus 12 equal to 8x minus 40. 8 times 5 is 40. So if we add 12 to both the sides, we get y equals 8x minus 40 plus 12, or y equal to 8x. You cannot use the calculator because it is a paper 1 question. So what is 40 minus 12? 40 minus 10 is 30 and we have to subtract 2 more from 30. So it will be 28. 8x minus 20. This will be the equation of the line L. Okay. Now they are saying, now consider another function y equals g of x. The derivative of g, that is g dash x, is equal to f of x minus d. Okay. If d is a negative number, minus of a negative number will be a plus positive number. You see the graph of, it becomes so very clear. See, the f of x graph is this parabola. And what is g dash x? It is f of x minus d. So if d is a positive number, it will be moving down because this is vertical translation. So if d is greater than 0, it will be moving down. If d is less than 0, it will be moving up. We have understood, we do not know what has been asked for, but at least by looking at the f of x graph and by looking at this expression, we have understood that this is a vertical translation. The parabola will be either moved downwards or moved or translated downwards or translated upwards. Okay. If d is a negative number, obviously it will be translated upwards. If d is a positive number, it will be translated downwards. So g dash x equal to f of x minus d, where d is a real number. So d can be both positive and negative numbers. There's no restriction for not being a negative number. It can very well be a negative number. It can be a fraction. It can be a positive. So subpart D. Find the values of d for which d is an increasing function. And we know in order to have g as an increasing function, we will be having g to be an increasing function if and only if its derivative is greater than 0, means g dash x should be greater than 0. Okay. Since g of x is an increasing function, therefore d dash x should be greater than 0. And what is g dash x? It is f of x minus d. F of x, which implies f of x minus d is greater than 0. Depending on whether d is a positive number or d is a negative number, it will be translated up or down. And since f of x minus d is greater than 0, the question says find the values of d for which g is an increasing function. Therefore, let us come back to the parabola graph. It will be increasing function if and only if, even after the vertical translation has taken place, the parabola is totally above the x-axis. Only then g dash will be greater than 0. If it is above the x-axis, then only the g dash x values will be greater than 0, and then only the g of x will be an increasing function. So even after the vertical translation, the parabola should be above the x-axis. When d is a negative number, we don't have to worry. The parabola will be getting translated upwards. But what if D is a positive number? Then can we take every positive number? Definitely not. If I take D equal to 5, then what happens? This is 3 comma 4. This vertex is 3 comma 4, the lowest point of the parabola. The lowest point of this parabola. If I take the D value equal to 5, then it will be coming down over here. This may be -1 because it will be getting translated down by 5 units because it will be -5 in that case. So the vertex will be over here, 3 and -1. And if the vertex comes down the x-axis, that means this part of the parabola will be having negative values. So for these values of x, g of x will not be an increasing function. We don't want that. So we cannot have these value as 5. So in order to keep the parabola above the x-axis, what should be done? We can at most allow D to have negative values. There's no restriction. But what about the positive values? We can allow D to have any positive value less than 4 because if D is equal to 4, it is coming to this point. The parabola will be meeting the x-axis. It will be equal to 0. D dash x will be equal to 0. Okay? And D dash x will be equal to 0 and this is decreasing and this is increasing. So, okay, let us not go to those. Yes, g dash x will be equal to 0, but we need g dash x to be greater than 0. That is sufficient for this question. So, we cannot allow values of d to be 4 or greater than 4. Is that clear? We can allow d to have any value less than 4. It can be a positive number. It can be equal to 0. If d is equal to 0, the parabola stays where it is. If d is a negative number, it will be translated up. But if it is a positive number, it will be translated down, but we cannot allow it to come to the x-axis or below, go down below the x-axis. So d cannot have any value less than, if d cannot have any value greater than 4 or equal to 4. Okay? So d can have values only less than 4. Don't have to go for increasing, decreasing. Nothing is required for this. Is this clear? That d can have values only less than 4. If d is equal to 3, it will be coming over here. The vertex point will be 3, 1 if d is equal to 3. Because 4 minus 3 is 1. That is allowed. The parabola is still above the x-axis. So d's value should be less than 4. Less than 4 includes the negative numbers as well. Okay? Therefore, let me write the whatever I have said. Since the vertex coordinates of f of x are 3, 4. Let me show you again. 3, 4. It is 3, 4. Okay. and D is the vertical translation. Therefore, in order to keep the parabola above the x-axis, D should be less than 4. Okay? Can be less than 4 includes the negative values as well. Okay? So D is less than 4. Now coming to the part E, it says, hope you are being able to see. Find the values of x for which the graph of G is concave up. Concave up. We have learnt about concavity, and when is it concave up? When its second derivative is greater than 0, is positive. So first of all, let us get the expression of G. Then only we can get its first derivative or the second derivative. Okay. For that, we need the expression of f of x, because we do not know the, in fact, we do not know the expression for G. We know the expression for G dash. It is f of x minus D. So we can get G double dash x from this expression. So let us do that. G dash x equal to f of x minus D. And what is f of x? It was 2 times x minus 3. It is 2 times x minus 3 whole square plus 4. F of x equal to 2 times x minus 3 whole square plus 4. Okay. Let me first of all write the f of x expression. It is 2 times x minus 3 whole square plus 4. Okay. And g dash x was f of x minus d. Let me show you the expression once more. Over here also I have written dash x is greater than 0, so of x minus d is equal to 0, but still the expression in question, g dash x equal to f of x minus g. So we can get, first of all, let us write the f of x expression in the g dash x function. So this will be 2x minus 3 whole square plus 4 minus d. Okay. And now we have to get the second derivative. We have to get d dash dash x. 4 minus d is a constant, so that will be, when differentiated, that part will be 0. We will be getting 2 times 2 times x minus 3 to the power of 2 minus 1, which is 1, and the derivative of x minus 3 is equal to 1. So I am not writing. Okay, let me write that part as well explicitly. It is simply equal to 1. So this is 4x minus 3. 4 times x minus 3. And this should be greater than 0 in order to be concave up. Or if we divide both sides of the inequality by 4, we get x minus 3 is greater than 0. And then we add 3 to both the sides to get x is greater than 3. X values should be more than 3 to have the g of x function concave up. Find the values of x for which the graph of g is concave up. For all x values greater than 3, g of x will be having a concave up shape. Okay, so we probably have completed the whole question A, B. And yes, we have completed. So now coming to question number 8. It is saying that it contains 15 marks first of all, and it is also having a graph. Maybe you are not being able to see the complete graph. I'll be showing you. Consider the functions, multiple functions. F of x equal to 1 over x minus 4 plus 1. X is not equal to 4, obviously. Otherwise, the denominator will be equal to 0, which is not allowed. And g of x equal to x minus 3. So this is a linear function. This graph will be a straight line. And this is a rational function, of course, f of x. X is a real number. The following graph shows the following diagram shows the graphs of f and g. Let me just copy the expressions. F of x, f of x is equal to 1 over x plus 1, and g of x, this one, is equal to x minus 3. I hope you are being able to see these expressions as well as my writings. Okay? I have written these two expressions just to be able to scroll up. Then I am not gaining much. Anyway. The graphs of f and g intersect at points A and B. The coordinates of point A are and 0. See, the graphs are intersecting at these 2 points, A and B. The coordinates of this point A will be 0. And now the question is, the subpart A says find the coordinates of the point B. They are the points of intersections, and mind you, this is a paper 1 question. You will not be allowed to use the calculator, but we have to equate the two expressions, obviously. So first of all, what is the f of x expression? It is 1 over x minus 4 plus 1. Okay, let me write it below because I don't think I can fit working over there. 1 over x minus 4 plus 1 was the expression for f of x, and most probably the g of x expression was x minus 3. Let us check. Yes. 1 over x minus 4 plus 1 is f of x, and x minus 3 is for g of x. So we have to do what we can do. Let me first of all subtract 1 from both the sides. Get 1 over x minus 4 equal to x minus 4. Okay? And then we can multiply both sides by x minus 4 to get x minus 4 whole square equal to 1. We can multiply both sides by x minus 4, or you can say this as cross multiplication. We are cross multiplying and we are getting this form. X minus 4 whole square equal to 1. And now we will be expanding simply. X square, or why should we be expanding? Let us not expand. X minus 4 whole square is equal to 1, that I have written. So x minus 4, we are taking the square root of both the sides, so it will be plus minus 1. X minus 4 will be plus minus 1. One way is to expand the x minus 4 whole square. It will be x square minus 8x plus 16 equal to 1. Okay, let me show you both. So we take when x minus 4 is equal to 1, x equal to 1 plus 4, it is equal to 5. Okay? And y will be, we can take this one or we can take this one. Let me take this. So y is equal to x minus 3, which is 5 minus 3 or 2. So the point coordinates will be 5, 2. And I don't know whether this is which point. Let us see what happens if we take x minus 4 equal to negative 1. So when x minus 4 is equal to negative 1, x is equal to 4 minus 1, which is equal to 3. And y is equal to x minus 3 or 3 minus 3, which is equal to 0. So the point is 3, 0. You see, this point is the E point, having coordinates 3, 0. So this point will be the B point having coordinates 5, 2. So we have found the coordinates of the point B, but before that, for writing the final answer, in fact, we have found the final answer. Let me show you this way. You can just expand this. It will be x square minus 8x plus 16 equal to 1, or I'm writing 16 minus 1 equal to 0. X square minus 8x plus 15 equal to 0. This can be written as x square, maybe minus 3x minus 5x plus 15 equal to 0. X minus 3 minus 5 x minus 3 equal to 0. So we will be having x minus 3, x minus 5 equal to 0. So x equal to 3 or 5. We are getting the same two values for x. You see, over here also we are having 3 or 5. Okay. So anyway, the B's coordinates will be 5, 2. Okay. coordinates of the point P contains 5 marks. You have got 5 marks. In the following diagram, the shaded region is enclosed by the graph of, I hope you are being able to see up to this part, enclosed by the graph of F, that is this one, the graph of G, that is this line, the x-axis, that is this one, and the line x equal to k. This is the vertical line, where k is an integer. And we can see it is a positive integer, no doubt, because it is to the right side of the y-axis, right of the region. And the question says, the area of the shaded region can be written as ln of p plus 8, where p is any integer. The part B is saying asking us to find the value of t and the value of p, and it contains 10 marks. You get them the value of k and the value of p, and you get 10 marks. Can you imagine? Okay, so let's start. They have asked us to find the area of the shaded region. So first thing, this is not a regular shaped region. It is not a rectangle. It is not a circle. It is not a square, parallelogram, trapezium, nothing. But what we can do is, I can drop a perpendicular over here to get a right triangle. Because we know the coordinates of the points A and B, this may help us a little. At least we can find the area of this right triangle. The coordinates of the point P were 5, 2. Let me show you once more, in case you have forgotten. See, this is 5, 2. So now this is the perpendicular foot of the perpendicular. So it has to have these coordinates. Because it is on the x-axis, the y coordinate has to be 0. And since it is a perpendicular, over here it is x equal to 5. Over here also it should be x equal to 5. So the coordinates of this point will be 5, 0. Coordinates of this point is 3, 0. And this is 5, 2. So we know the area of this triangle. It will be half times. This part is 5 minus 3 is 2. And this is also 2 minus 0, because both the x-axis, they have the same value. 2 minus 0 is 2. So this is 2 square units. This triangle's area. Okay. So what will be the area of this remaining part? It has to be ln of p plus 6, because the entire thing is ln of p plus 8. This part is 2 square units. So this part has to be ln of p plus 6 square units. Okay. And this is bounded by this curve f of x and this x-axis and this line x equal to 5 and the line x equal to k. So we will be integrating. We know area below the curve. Formula, it is integrated below the curve and above the x-axis. So we will be integrating the function expression. The function expression is f of x equal to 1 over x minus 4 plus 1. So we start over here. It was from 5 to k. I'll be showing once more. And the expression was x minus 4 plus 1. The function expression is 1 over x minus 4 plus 1. Let me show you. And also the limits. The limits are from x equal to 5 to x equal to k. Okay? And let me show you the function expression. Function expression is 1 over x minus 4 plus 1. Okay? And this should be equal to ln of p plus 6. So this is ln of plus 6. Okay? And now, just by writing this equation, do not stop over here, because some of the students will be thinking, oh my goodness, we are having a single equation and we are having two variables, a and b. How can we solve this equation? We have to get a second equation, and they will be just wasting time on trying to get a second equation, because it is natural that you should be having two equations. You have to find the numerical values of two unknowns. Okay, that is logical. But whatever equation you have got, at least do something to this. Do justice to this part, at least. Then if you cannot find, you say, oh, well, I could not find the second equation. This is what I could analyze. I have got this particular equation, and whatever I could analyze, whatever I could simplify, how much I could simplify, I have done whatever I could do to this equation. Finished. But don't leave at this stage. Say that I'm helpless. I do not. Don't do that. So first of all, let us integrate. I'm separating the two terms. The limits will be the same, of course. If you are confused about what will this be ln of x minus 4, or you do not know what will this be, you're not sure of that, you go for substitute. Whenever you are having any doubt, you just substitute. That is the best method. Don't just assume and do something wrong with the signs or anything it can. So I'm substitute. Very timid person, so I'll substitute. So let t be equal to x minus 4. Therefore, dt will be equal to dx, because the derivative of x is 1, and this is the constant term. You can write dt by dx equal to 1, or I'm straight away writing dt equal to dx. So we can write, and one thing that you have to remember, because it is an SL paper, I'm not showing you how to change the limits. Whenever you substitute, you should be remembering that the limits will also get changed. But in SL, you don't have to know how will the limits change. What you do is, if you substitute, you just take the indefinite integral and do the integration, get the integration answer, and then You put back the original expression and after that you take the limits. Okay, so I'll be doing exactly the same thing. So I am not writing the limits at this stage, and 1 over x minus 4. So in place of x minus 4, I am writing t. And in place of dx, it is dt. Okay? Since I have not written the limits for this integration, I am not writing the limits of this integration. Also, 1 dx is x. So we can do the integration for this part at this stage. And I have to write the limits. They are 5 and k. And this is ln of p plus 6. And 1 over t dt integral is ln of t. And what is t? It is x minus 4. So this is ln of x minus 4. And now I'll be putting back the limits. Plus, this will be k minus 5 equal to ln of p plus 6. Okay. Now I'll be substituting k and 5 for x. It is k minus 4 minus ln of 5 minus x equal to 5 plus k minus 5 is equal to ln of p plus 6. And 5 minus 4 is equal to 1 and ln of 1 is equal to 0. So this part is equal to 0. So what we are having is ln of k minus 4 plus k minus 5 is equal to ln of p plus 6. The left side is containing ln of something plus a number. The right side is also containing ln of something plus a number. So why don't we equate the two numbers first of all? That is why I say just don't leave it at that moment. Okay, we are having only a single equation and two variables, not solvable. No, it may be solvable. Okay, because ultimately you should be having two equations for two unknowns. You are having two equations. K minus 5 will be equal to 6 and ln of k minus 4 will be equal to ln of p. You are ultimately having two equations. Definitely you should be having it. It's not that that logic is getting violated. You can get the numerical values of two unknowns from a single equation. No. But after simplifying whatever you have got, you may be able to form two different equations. That is what I am saying, and that is what you are seeing from this question. Okay. But it is not that you will be able to solve. It is not that you will be able to solve and get the numerical values of two unknowns from a single equation. Okay. So let us first, because if I take the ln part, it contains two variables. So let us first of all take the number part. K minus 5 is equal to 6, which gives us k value as 5 plus 6, which is 11. And then I take up the ln of part and I straight away put 11 for k. 11 minus 4 should be equal to 7, equal to ln of p. So we will be equating the arguments and we get p value as 7. Okay. We are done. And we have got 10 marks, you see. We have got 10 marks. And this question doesn't have it. Or so. We are done with question number 8 as well. Coming to question number 9. It's a long question. Containing 16 marks. Doesn't matter, means it is containing several subparts. The previous one also contained 15 marks. 1 mark less, only 1 mark less. It had only 2 subparts. One was of 5 marks, just getting the coordinates of the point B, and just getting the values of K and P, we got 10 marks. It was that simple. Okay. A biased, four-sided dice with faces labeled 1, 2, 3, and 4 is rolled and the result recorded. Let X be the result obtained when the die is rolled. The probability density distribution for X is given in the following table where P and Q are constants. X equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 because there are 4 numbers on the 4 faces. And probability of X equal to X, X equal to 1 is P, X equal to 2 is 0.3, X equal to 3 is Q, and X equal to 4 is 0.1. For this probability distribution, it is known that expected value of X is equal to 2, and subpart A says show that P equal to 0.4 and Q is equal to 0.2. Fine. Now, again, there are 2 unknowns, so have two equations to solve them. We'll be having 2 equations. First thing that we know is the sum total of all the probabilities should be equal to 1. So we will be having, this is subpart A, P plus 0.3 plus Q plus 0.1 is equal to 1. Okay. And P plus Q, 0.3 plus 0.1 is 0.4. So 1 minus 0.4 is equal to 0.6. Okay. And this is one of the equations. P plus Q is equal to 0.6. And the second one will be obtained from this expected value. Expected value is what? It is summation of X and the corresponding probabilities. So it will be 1 times P plus 2 times 0.3 plus 3 times Q plus 4 times 0.1 is equal to 2. So it is P plus 0.6. I'll be taking that to that side. P plus 3Q, I am writing this is equal to 2 minus 0.6 and 4 times 0.1 is 0.4. So 0.6 and 0.4 is 1. 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Okay. So P plus Q is equal to 0.6 and P plus 3Q is equal to 1. So if I just write them once more, P plus Q is equal to 0.6 and P plus 3 is equal to 1. And I can subtract these 2 will be getting cancelled and Q minus 3Q will be minus 2Q. And this is 0.6 plus 0.6 minus 1 is minus 0.4. Therefore, Q is equal to negative 0.4 divided by negative 2 is 0.2. See? And P plus Q is equal to 6. P plus Q is equal to not 6, 0.6. So P will be equal to 0.6 minus 0.2, which gives us the P value as 0.4. Okay? So we have shown that. Next, this was a part A. It contained 5 marks. And we have got the 5 marks. The part B, it contains 2 marks. It is a very easy question. Okay, let me write over here. It is 0.4. And this is 0.2. P of x greater than 2. X should be greater than 2. What all values are remaining which are more than 2? 3 and 4. And what is the probability of x equal to 3? It is 0.2. What is the probability of x equal to 4? It is 0.1. So either it will be x will be equal to 3 or it will be x equal to 4. Or since it is or, the probabilities will be getting added. First of all, frame the sentence and see what clause or what word you are using, whether it is an and or it is the or. If you are using or, then put the plus sign. If you are using the and, put the multiplication sign. So either it will be x equal to 3 or it will be x equal to 4. Or, so the two probabilities will be getting added. So it is 0.2 equal to 0.2 plus 0.1, which is equal to 0.3. Okay. So we are done with can we? Okay. Now Nikki plays a game with this four-sided die. With this four-sided die, means it is the bias die, having 4 faces. In this game, she is allowed a maximum of 5 rolls. Her score is calculated by adding the results of each roll. Nikki wins the game if her score is at least 10. It should not be, she is winning if the score is 10. It is not that. The score can be equal to 10, the score can be equal to 11, it can be equal to 12. It can be equal to 10 or above 10. Not exactly, it hasn't have to be exactly equal to 10. 10 or above 10, not below 10. Okay? That is the meaning of at least. You can have 10 or more than 10. After 3 rolls of the die, Nikki has a score of 4. See, so in order to win, she has to have at least 6 or more in order to win the game. In the remaining 2 rows, because she is having 5 rows. You see, maximum of 5 rows. So she will be maximum of 5 rows. She can she do with only 4 rows? She has got only 4. In order to get a 10, she has to have a 6 in the 4th row if she has to win in 4 rows. But the dice is only having 4 faces, 1, 2, 3 and 4. From where can she have 6? The number 6 will never be coming up. So she will be needing 2 more rows. She cannot win by just playing another role. Okay, that is very much sure. She has to play for the remaining 2 rows. Now, how can she win by playing the remaining 2 rows? That is the question, because it is certain that she cannot win by just playing once more. Okay. And she has to get a score of at least 10. She has got the score of 4. How can she get 6 or above 6? 2 plus 1, not 6. 3 plus 1, 4 plus 1, not 6. We have added 1 to all the numbers. Let us take the next number 2. 2 plus 3, 2 plus 4 is 6. So one of the options can be getting 2 in the 4th row and getting 4 in the 5th row. Another option can be getting 4 in the 4th row and getting 2 in the 5th row. Okay. What are the other options? 2 and 3 cannot be taken. That I say 2 and 4. We have taken. Now let us come to 3. 1 and 3 cannot be taken. 2 and 3 cannot be taken. 3 and 3. 2 and 2 is 4. 1 and 1 is 2. I have not said those, but they aren't giving us any satisfactory thing. So, but 3 plus 3 is indeed giving us a 6. So we will be taking 3 and 3. 3 and 4 is giving us a 7, more than 6. So we will be taking that as well. What about 4 and 3? Yes, can take that. And 4 and 4, definitely we can take that as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I think these are the only possibilities by which she can win. Now we will be getting the corresponding probability. Let me write it in using another color, because let me write it over here, or I can bring this one. What I can do is I can just bring these down. This is subpart C, because the part C is saying, assuming that the rolls of the dice are independent, find the probability that Nikki wins the game. And it contains 5 marks. So let us first of all come to this point and let's see. Bring that part down. This is this. And let me bring the probability table as well. Just a moment. The battery saver is one. So this is the probability table. Now we will be just writing the probability. For 2 and 4, it will be 0.3 times 0.1, which is 0.03. For 4 and 2, let me just 4 and 2, it is 0.1 times 0.3, which is 0.03. Next, it is P3. Zero point 0.2 times 0.2 is 0.04. P4. 0.2, P is 0.2, is 4 is 0.1, is 0.02. 4.3 is 0.1 times 0.2, 0.04. And finally 4.4 equal to 0.1 times 0.1 is 0.01. Okay. And we have to add all these because either it will be 2, 4, or it will be 4, 2, or it will be 3, 3, or it will be 3, 4, or it will be 4, 3, or it will be 4, 4. All are ors, so they will get added. So therefore, the probability Nikki wins is equal to, maybe you're not being writing, equal to 0.03 plus 0.0 plus 0.4 plus 0.2 plus 0.0 plus 0.01. So 0.3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10. So this will be 0. If I just take these together, this will be 0.10. This is 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. So it is 0.5. The sum total will be 0.15. Okay? Yes, we are having to. We are done with Zapatsi. Now we have, if it has two pairs of unbiased, this time if it has some unbiased dice, four-sided dice, a yellow pair and a red pair. Both yellow dice have faces 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let S be represent the sum obtained by rolling two yellow dice. Sum total. The probability distribution of S is shown below. In case you are, I can just roll to the right because this is not the question, this is not required, but I'm just showing in case you are not understanding, you confused, how are they getting abilities? I'm just showing. The sum total will be taking 1, 2, and 4. One, two. So 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 8. You see, there are 16 possibilities. Getting a 2, you are having only 1 2, so it is 1 over 16. 3, you are having 2 3, so it is 2 over 16. That way you will be, they have got all the probability. Okay? Probably you are not being able to see both the probabilities and the table, and most probably the left hand side of this, you can see from here. But I think maybe, but okay, let me take this 4. You can see there are 3 4, so and total is 16. Out of 16 numbers, 3 are favorable outcomes, so the probability is 3 over 6. Now you can see the 4 and its probability. How did they get 3 over 6? Okay, so this is how all the probabilities are calculated, because it is an unbiased error. They are unbiased dices. And now these are yellow dices. And then they are saying the first red die has faces 1, 2, 2, and 3. The second red die has faces labeled 1, A, and B, where A is less than B. And A and B are positive integers. The probability distribution of the sum obtained by rolling the red pair is the same as the distribution for the sum obtained by rolling the yellow pair. And the first subpart D is determine the value of B. So let us just write the table once more. This is subpart D. The first one was 1, 2, 2, 3. See, 1, 2, 2, 3, and this is 1A, 8. 1, 2. One A, B. A plus 1, A plus 2, A plus 3. This is also A plus 1, A plus A plus A plus 3. Plus 1, plus 2, plus 2, A plus 3. Over here also we are having 16 numbers. Of course, these are expressions, but when we get the values of A and B, they will be simple numbers. So there are 16 numbers. Okay, and A is greater than B, and they have seen A is less than B, and they have seen whatever are the probability distribution for the yellow pair, that is this one, will be the same for the red pair. Let me bring the probability distribution down. I hope you are being able to see. So now we are seeing that over here also 16 possibilities, over here also 16 possibilities. And the highest number is A. The highest number obviously should be B plus 3. Okay? Because B is more than 3, B is more than A, and 3 is the largest number. 3 is the largest number. So B plus 3, B is the largest number for one dice and 3 is the largest number for another dice. When added together, this will be giving you the maximum sum total. So that is equal to 8. Therefore, B plus 3 should be equal to 8 or B is equal to 8 minus 3, that is 5. See, the expression B plus 3 is occurring only once. Therefore, the probability is 1 over 60. Okay. So this is the answer for the subpart D. Determine the value of B. B is equal to 5. We have found. Subpart E. Find the value of A providing you have got 2 marks. Find the value. And that is also what I want to say. These contain only 2 and 2 marks. Okay? So in case you cannot find the values of A and B, you lose marks. I'm not saying that that is a very good thing. But in case I'm just considering the worst case, you are not being able to find the values of A and B, you lose only 4 marks. If you can do the entire paper correctly, how much does it affect you if you cannot do the last two parts of the last question containing only 4 marks? I'm not saying that will not be affecting you. Anyway, of course, every mark counts, but definitely not to a great extent. Definitely. So that is what I'm saying repeatedly. Whatever you answer, you stay focused, read the questions carefully, answer them, recheck your answer so that whatever you're answering, you should be sure of that part, that you will be not losing, you won't be losing any mark from those questions. Okay. Subpart E. Find the value of A providing evidence for your answer. Find the value of A. Find the value of A. Let me just show this. Able to show you whatever writing. Now A is this is subpart. A is less than B, they have said. Therefore, A should be less than 5. And A, B, they are positive now. So, what if E is equal to 1? If E is equal to 1, then what all values are we getting? Let us just write, let us just write a small grid over here. If A is equal to, I'll be writing on the middle two. If A is equal to 1, it will be 1 plus 2 is 3. So what all values are we getting? This will B is 5, so it will be 6, 7, 5 plus 1, 5 plus 7, this 7. So what all values are we getting? 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, 2, 3, 4. We are also getting 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. But what about the number 5? If A is equal to 1, we don't get the number 5 at all, but we should be having the number 5, sum total of 5. So that is what you have to write. If A is equal to 1, then we do not get a sum total of 5. Therefore, A is not equal to 1. What about A equal to 2? If A is equal to 2, write it here. If A equal to 2, because 1 is less than 5, B is 5. So 1 is less than 5. Now I am taking equal to 2, which is also less than 5. Let us see. 2 plus 1 will be 3. 2 plus 2 will be 4, 4, and 5. The next row will be the same. Okay. So what all values are we getting? 4, 5, 6, 8. Here we have got all of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fine. So one of the possibilities is A equal to 2. Let us see whether we can take A as 2 or not. Let us find the probability. So I'm just writing the numbers. That is the first one. 3, 4, 4, 5, 3, 4, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 6, 7, 7, 8. So this is 2 is 1 over 16. 1 over 16, fine. We are having 3, 3. So it should be 3 over 16, but it is not 3, 3, sorry. So it should be 4 over 16, but we are having only 2 over 16. So the probabilities do not match. So we have to write this. We have all sum totals. Whatever I have shown it on over here, it should be shown. Otherwise, you cannot write. But the probabilities do not match. For example, if P of x equal to 3, not taking S, is equal to 4 over 60 instead of over 60. Therefore, A is not equal to 2. Therefore, A is not equal to 2. Okay? Fine. Let us take A as 3. This is the easiest way I am showing you. Think logically, and this is the last subpart of the last question of this entire paper. So this should be attempted after completing the answers of every other question and after rechecking them. See? Now coming to A equal to 3, because I'm assuming that you are not being able to do it in a slightly more smarter way. So you have to think logically. So if A equal to 3, then what? Now let us again come back to this table. This time it is E equal to 3. So I'm writing the 4 rows again. 2, 3, 3, 4. A equal to 3. So it will be 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 plus 2 is 5. Plus 2 is 5. 3 plus 3 is 6. 4, 5, 5, 6. And then it is 6, 7, 7, 8. Okay. 2 is 1 over 16. 8 is also 1 over 16. Matches. And what about the other ones? 3, there are only 2 3s, so 2 over 16 matches. 4, 1, 2, 3, there are 4s, 3 over 16. 5, there are 4 5s, 4 over 16. 3 6s, 3 over 2 7s over 16, and finally 8, 1 8, 1 over 16. See, all the probabilities are matching, and 3 is less than 5, A is less than B. So all the conditions given to us are getting satisfied, hence A is equal to 3. Okay. We have not only we have all the sum total, but we also have the same probability. Therefore, A is equal to is less than B. Taking A, we are having all the sum totals 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And not only that, we are also having the same probability as before. So the A's value is equal to 3. This ends this is question number 9. Probably. Yeah. So we have completed this paper 1 time zone 2, May 2022 paper 1 times question paper entirely, and coming weekend we'll be solving the paper 2 times zone 2 of May 22. Of course, IB Math AA SL. And as I have said before, if you want me to solve the questions of IB Math AA SL November 20 paper 1 and paper 2 questions, you want me to solve them in live sessions and explain them to you, please do send me the 2 papers in PDF format. And you can see my email ID, you can send me by my email. Okay? You can send me WhatsApp as well. If you send me the 2 papers, I'll definitely be conducting live sessions and I'll be solving them from you. Okay? And thank you for staying with me till the end. We meet again next Saturday, that is April 2022, and of the year 2023. at 7:30 p.m. So till then, bye.